Hey guys, so in this playthrough, I'm trying, at least, to get the 2 rings that you get by the end game, or beating the game, should I say, where you get no bonfires and no deaths. You can see I have not lit the Majula bonfire, and last time I left off because I was not recording, I actually killed the last giant. No deaths, no bonfires. So, let's just get right into it. I'm guessing that I'll have to go at least to Heide's tower because I have no better option at this moment. I mean, I'm kinda scared to go to the pursuer right now because I feel like he can just two-shot me or one-shot me, I'm not sure. And, yeah. This... Good thing is that I'm trying to just make a melee-oriented character just with strength, dexterity, and some investments in health and endurance as well as vitality, because I feel like that will allow me to be more adaptable and just use all the equipment that I can, because the side effect of no bonfires or not resting in bonfires is that you cannot repair your equipment, at least not effectively, because repair powder is limited in the beginning of the game, and well, you can't buy it until later in the game, and that sucks. So I'm gonna have to be scavenging weapons and use them. So as of now, I just have the dagger. It's almost broken. Bandit's knife. Short swords are probably gonna do me some good. These broken straight swords aren't probably gonna do any justice to me, but it's gonna be hard if I run out of weapons, and I have nothing to fight anything with. So let's see right here. 2. These guys are pretty easy to kill. I mean, their attack pattern is pretty easy to pick up on. The first time I tried this area, I got pretty wrecked, man. I didn't know what to do and pretty much got one-shotted by these guys all the time. But they just do 3 attacks, and relatively easy to take out, as you can see right here. Mace is doing pretty good. I invested a bit on strength and dexterity, so I'm doing a pretty decent amount of damage. These guys are a bit tougher since they do chew up your stamina, and their attack patterns are quite unpredictable. Sometimes they confuse me because sometimes they do a downward attack, and that's usually the one that I wait for, because they get locked into place. Like right now, when he's gonna swing, it's easier for him to hit me. Like right here would have been perfect opportunity to get him, but let me see if I can strafe around. See, like right here, free hits. Oh god, I honestly don't know if this is gonna be a successful run or not. I mean, I'm feeling kind of confident with how I'm doing so far because I know what I'm doing, but later in the game, like, I mean, I really hate the area No Man's Wharf, especially since it's such an early game area. It's easy to die and mess up, and it's long, and I'll probably like break at least one weapon trying to get through there. But the thing is that I need to use a good weapon to get through that area effectively without dying, and I still have to kill the Flexile Sentry by the end of it. Hopefully I can get lucky and at least have 2 Bastard Swords by then. I mean, I don't have any right now. I usually get one at Force the Lost Giants by killing the hollowed Imperial soldiers, but or are they, I don't know if they're Imperial or not, but those guys, yeah. I don't even know what he's doing anymore. I don't want to risk him pushing me off the ledge. 1, 2, 3. So these guys usually do 3 attacks if you're completely behind them. If you're in front of them for a while, I think they do like a 4th attack, which is like a thrusting move. That can sometimes... Oh god, if I would have stayed locked on them, I would have fallen off. Yeah, they do a thrusting move, and gotta watch out for that one. Does some decent damage. Another thing is that I'm not sure, because I haven't done this before, but some of the merchants that you talk to in the other areas, like that sell items, like the merchant in the second bonfire of the forest. I don't know if like you exhaust her dialogue and then she goes to Majula, and that only happens, I think, if you rest at the bonfire or travel using the bonfire, which I can't do. So I don't think I can get the buy life gems off of her, because she has an endless supply when she's at Majula, and that's probably one of the more useful things in a playthrough. But I don't think I can monopolize off of that. So it's gonna suck. And I don't have a bow. At least I don't think so. Crap. Hold on. Nope, I do not have a bow. I need to go open Lemongrass blacksmith place, I guess. I think these guys can one-shot me. I'm not too sure, because I never invested this much on health early in the game. But this guy keeps on doing the same attack. Oh, never mind. These guys have less health than the rest of them, so they're easy to take out if you know what you're doing. Oh, I hate when he does that. He's eating my stamina. Okay, I need to get away from here. Yeah, he's chunking my health while I have my shield up. I didn't even notice that. Okay, hold on. Oh, man. It's a good thing there's only 2 guys, at least, that I have to encounter through this, because I'm not going to go to the old Dragon Slayer, or as people like to call him, Orangestein, because I don't need to. The only useful item that you can actually get there, at least in my opinion, is the Ring of Binding. The one that reduces your hollowing to 25% instead of 50. That's pretty helpful, especially if you're like doing this blind for the first time and you're just getting killed a bunch of times. It saves you a lot of human effigies. The first time I played through, I just stopped using human effigies and just kept my character at 75% health. Right here, what I'm doing is just these guys here. If you kill the guy with the 2-hander, they come after you and they stop following you after you get past this point. I don't want to fight 2 of them at the same time, so I run back and wait until they go to their initial spots, and from there you can take them out individually. But so far I feel pretty good. Thankfully, all the bosses in this area are really easy to take out. They have super predictable attack patterns, and most of them do thrusting moves, and that gives you a huge time frame to just wail on them for a good bit before they get the chance to attack again. The Dragon Slayers are or Dragon Riders are actually pretty easy to take out. But this is probably my 6th playthrough through the game. With my first account, I'm on New Game Plus 4 at the moment, and that's going alright. And then there's another profile where I decided to use sorcery, and I kind of stopped right before Drangleic Castle. I'm gonna try to not get hit by this guy, so I don't want to waste life gems here. Because I'm at 36. Oh god, I did not expect that. I did not expect him to turn around like that. Yeah, I think he takes away a good bit of health. Enough for me to be concerned of still blocking. I want to kill the pursuer early because I will really want the Drink Lake shield and the sword, which I'm probably gonna use late game on all the bosses, and then just upgrade that to like +3 or 4, and then just use it on all the final bosses, since by then I think I can purchase repair powder, and I'll just stock up on those. I forget how much they price at, but I believe there's nothing of interest in this chest, but I always forget. I think it's a burr or something, or oh, never mind, green blossom. I don't use those. Do I have my Ring of Restoration on? No, I do not. Wow, that could have saved me a couple life gems right there. But I'm gonna wait for my health to regenerate a bit. Actually, I'm gonna call this Phantom in. Makes the fight a whole lot easier. You can just bait him into getting the boss to aggro on him instead of you, and you can just get a good amount of hits on him. The easy strategy with the Dragon Slayer, I mean, I know the speedrunners do it, where they don't lift any of the platforms and just make them like thrust off, but I do not know where you have to be for him to do that. Why is... Oh, I see. I was wondering why that that lever wasn't active. But I just like strafe around him. And he's one of those bosses that it's easy not to get hit by him at all. Like, there's a few bosses in this game where you can kill them without even being hit or taking any significant amount of damage. Which is kind of disappointing, because I feel like the bosses in this game are too easy once you pick up on the attack pattern. Especially since a lot of them wield swords. You can just block all their hits if you have a decent shield. I mean, the Drink Lake shield is probably one of the better shields that you can get early game. Other than that, then it's the Gurm Great Shield. I like the Gurm Great Shield, but it looks ugly. But I shouldn't even be caring about that at this point. So here's the Dragon Rider. I just get behind him. That's probably like the easiest thing to do. Oh, I wasn't even checking the condition of my weapon right now. I could have been screwed if I was like at just a sliver of red left. Good thing I was at a little bit more, because that would have been horrible. I would have had to switch weapons in the middle of a fight. I was waiting to have more vitality so that I can carry like 2 weapons at once, so that I won't have to risk switching in the middle of a battle or not having a weapon at the moment. But this guy, this guy that helps you out, he does quite a bit of damage, and well, he's pretty tanky too. But you can see he's getting wrecked by the Dragon Rider. The Dragon Riders have a super huge delay between their attacks. Like, if you can just get behind them and wait for them to attack, you can probably get 2 or 3 swings off on them, depending on the weapon you're using. But just for the sake of being safe, yeah, just for the sake of being safe, I'm just gonna attack once or twice with the mace. But this thing is pretty much done, and I don't have too much of an alternative to switch to. I mean, I can switch to short sword, but I should have killed the Heide Knight over at the forest, because he has a chance of dropping his sword. Thing is that I don't want to risk dying, especially this early.
Are you from
I want to at least go to him when
I can see
I have a better shield, or just a better weapon with higher damage.
Need for miracles.
I was already thinking of activating the bonfire. That's That's something that I have to be really, really, really careful with, is reminding myself that I can't activate these bonfires, because I've played through this so many times that I'm used, well, not so many times, but enough times to be used to just activating a bonfire after I kill a boss or something.